Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos Reighn here, and today I'm going to show you a little more into my advanced crafting techniques, and how I get things the way I want. Just the way I want to make sure, I kind of can swing whatever mods I need to. So, without further ado, we are getting into some kind of target crafting. It isn't like Harvest, obviously, but it is relatively simple, and it does have a huge benefit to do it. As such, I feel like, I should, give you a heads up on how to do this in case they don't do anything to any kind of crafting system next league, which I don't know if they will. Seems like the crafting system's pretty balanced, but you know how GGG is. If it's even relatively fun, they're going to nerf it. So, without further ado, I basically am getting right into it. Going to go straight into my hideout and show you what we have going on. And last time, I believe we did a synthesized Dex implicit belt, and so far I haven't had too many offers. League is dead. I'm not expecting to. All of these things I'm crafting, I'm taking to standard, so it doesn't matter to me. So here we have a synthesized percent intelligence pair of gloves. So this is easier to do than a synthesized belt per se, because there's a lot of modifiers that we can hit that'll be either better for or just work all around better for gloves than, attributes. But we're going to try and get something cool regardless and see if we can't get like some really cool crazy modifiers going. So first we're going to start with Dex Essence. Sorry, Int Essence. As you see here is item level 82, so we cannot hit tier 1 res. So that in mind, we have to kind of be like, well, okay, we can hit a tier 2 or better, tier 2 or worse res. Basically, we want to stick with the tier 2 reses. If we hit it, we have a tier 3 lightning and a tier 7 cold, so we have to go for the annul. Annul again. We hit the intelligence. We go back. We go again for the craft. Now we have to annul 2 more times, it looks like. So let's see the cold res go. Nope, the other res. Let's see the cold res go. And we got intelligence again. And basically this is all you're doing here. I might run out of annuls, which would be a shame. Cold res. Ah, there we go. So now that we have the cold res, we go into the next step. We go to suffixes can't be changed. Now, I put out my exalts to show you exactly how expensive this craft will be, just so you can kind of judge for yourself if it's something you want to do in the early league. So we're going to go suffixes can't be changed, take it out, hit it with a Veiled Chaos Orb. Looks like we got life gain on kill, but we did get a suffix, so let's see what our suffix is, shall we? Hit our suffix. We have... Well, it looks like we don't have anything amazing. Onslaught during Soul Gain Provision is a subpar modifier to be specific. So we're just going to get it because... And then we're going to take and try and annul off the life gain on kill. Life gain and kill. Oh, we got the other suffix. Life gain and kill. Oh, there we go. We got both. Alright. So we have 2 annuls left, so this is basically where we're at in our crafting. I tried to pick up annuls prior, and the market's dead in the league, so what do we hit? We hit cold res and another suffix. Cold res is a tier 3, so that's actually keepable, knowing that the highest tier we can hit is 2. Alright, perfect. Now we hit strength intelligence, and that's generally all we need to do for the gloves, but because we kind of have an idea of what we want to do with them, we can continue. And the way we continue is we go over here, we go suffixes can't be changed 1 more time for a total crafting cost of 6 exalts, and we hit it with yet 1 more Veiled Chaos Orb, hitting it only one prefix, which is really strong.
Blessings.
Alright, so this is what I'm going to go over. There's a couple of things you need to know when you're doing this. A couple of things like, for example, 15% additional physical damage reduction while focused. That's really huge against bosses. It'll basically give you free damage reduction. The converted to lightning damage is also a immaculate mod. It is insanely strong and can give you a lot of bonuses having it convert. However, I don't know very many int stacking builds that need to convert their physical to lightning. I could be wrong. Maybe a instacking Fizz Wonder. Maybe they need to do that. But there's Wrath conversion, another conversion, and you can always craft the 25% on. So the best mod for us here is going to be the life and the mana regen, and there's a couple of reasons. Well, mana regen is a flat 5.3 mana regen per second, and the life goes up to 60. This will be taking the place of our life modifier, and obviously we can't get T1 if we do this, but we can still get 60 life with a regen, which is a huge hybrid mod, and then we can go take it to the crafting bench. And as you see, we still have a decent amount of modifiers opened up: evasion, flat damage, minions, hybrid life evasion, hybrid life evasion ES, hybrid life armor, life evasion. Then we have the Fizz converted, Fizz converted, Fizz converted. We have socketed AoE gems with area of effect. We have socketed projectile gems with additional target. Socketed melee gems with melee strike range. Let's see. This is the mod we took, and as you can see, there is a difference between this one and the one we have. We have more mana regen and more life on the top end. And then we have regenerate life max mana, so we can take both of those. Increase physical damage reduction while focus is one we saw, and then damage while leeching. So honestly, because it's just kind of a mess situation, we can just take the damage while leeching for the time being, and that'll kind of leave us at a standpoint, a decent standpoint. However, I think what I'm going to do is the AoE gems, because often gloves are where you put your auras or curses or anything like that. So one socketed AoE gems, and then to top it off, we actually have a harvest craft that is not too good, but it's not too bad. It's the augment non-influenced item right over here, and let's see what we hit. We hit T6 evasion, stun block recovery. So that's not too good. Obviously, we're not like gonna say this is the be-all end-all pair of gloves, but as you see, for the cost of what was this 6 exalts, we have managed to make a very high int pair of gloves, over 80. Yeah, over, let's see, 80, 90 intelligence flat with a little bit of strength and 5% intelligence for the synthesized implicit. A little bit of life, a socketed AoE, and a little bit of evasion on it. It's not the best pair of gloves, but they are they are solid, and when you're looking to do an attribute stacker, you usually take attributes over the rest of the stats anyway. In my experience. Obviously everyone has their own experience, don't take my word for it 100%, but that's just my experience. As such, I figured I'd kind of share with you, this craft and how to do it step by step. If you guys enjoy these crafts and want to see more like it, I will be glad to post a video on other types of crafting methods and whatnot. This is just one crafting method. I know about 20 or 30 really consistent ones, and they're usually on average anywhere between 4 to 6 to maybe 10 exalts in just crafts, and then the rest of it is a little bit of RNG. Don't even have to be super lucky, as you saw, and you end up with crazy items like this. So yep, this one I'm probably just going to post for 20 exalts just to sell it quick, maybe even 15, because I would still make a profit knowing that I sold, knowing that I bought the base for about 10C and turned around and spent 6 exalts. I can make like maybe 15 to 20. Now I will again give you the claim that this is on console, and the amount of synth percent int gloves on the market is non-existent. I believe I have the only pair. So obviously PC, there's going to be more demand, more supply. That way people can kind of craft yours pretty easily if you're in League on PC. Without further ado, this has been Chaos Reighn. I do appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I hope that you enjoy this one. I do hope it helps you to make some really crazy gear. I'd really love to see some of the gear you make with these crafting methods. Thank you again. You guys have a good one.